Jesus is speaking to the church of Ephesus, and he says, but this you have, this is in your favor, that you hate the deeds of the Nicolaitans. Now notice he didn't say that they hated the Nicolaitans, but they hated their deeds. Jesus doesn't hate anybody, but he does hate people's deeds, and he hates wrong doctrine. The word hate means to really hate. This is not just a dislike, this is a repulsion, to feel repugnant about something. There's no taste for it whatsoever, no tolerance. And by the way, there are some things that we ought to hate. And they hated the deeds. The word deeds is the Greek word erga, which refers to the actions, the activities of the Nicolaitans. Later on, Jesus also spoke to the church of Pergamos and said that they had the doctrines of the Nicolaitans. Well, the word Nicolaitan comes from the Greek word, it's a compound, the Greek word Nike, which means victor or conqueror, and the word laos, which is where we get the word laity. It describes the people. When you put the two words together, the word Nicolaitans is those who conquer the people. Those who conquer the people. And the Bible tells us a little further in Revelation chapter 2 that the deeds of the Nicolaitans were similar to the deeds and doctrines of the Old Testament prophet Balaam. Balaam. Well, Balaam tried to curse the people of God. Maybe you remember the story. A king paid him, a real prophet. Said, hey, king, I know you're a real prophet of God, and because of that, you've got power. So what I want you to do is I want you to go curse Israel for me. I'm tired of Israel, and here Balaam is a prophet of God, and for money, he's going to go against his own people. Price is high enough, he'll do anything. So he's paid, and he goes out to curse the people of God. And every time he opens his mouth to curse, a blessing comes out. A second time he opens his mouth to curse and a blessing comes out. A third time he opens his mouth to curse and a blessing comes out. And finally Balaam says, I can't curse what God has blessed. It's impossible. They're blessed of God. I cannot curse them. But he wanted that money. Since he couldn't curse them, you know what he did? The men of Israel had been serving in battle for quite a while, and they hadn't been home for a while. So Balaam said, well, since I can't curse them, here's what we'll do. I will send the prostitutes out to them. And the Bible says he sent the prostitutes out to the men of Israel, and the men of Israel, in a weakened moment, bowed down to the women, committed sexual immorality, and the women coerced them to bow down to their gods. And the doctrine of Balaam was, if you can't curse them, then take them down with their morals. Attack their morals and take them down. The doctrine of the Nicolaitans, which Jesus hated, was to say that you can be a Christian, but you can live like the world at the same time. You can be a Christian, but you can do the things of the world. You can bow down to the world. You can live like the world. Hey, your spirit is saved. That's what's important. Doesn't really matter what you do with your body. And here's the problem. When a Christian lives an ungodly, worldly life, it pulls the plug on the power of God. There is no strong, powerful Christianity where Christians are living worldly lives. And it brings spiritual defeat. It brings destruction. It brings sin into the church. And Jesus says, I hate this doctrine of compromise, that you can be saved but live like the world. That was the doctrine of the Nicolaitans, which Jesus hated. And I think it's important that you take a look at your own life and ask, do I have any of the doctrine of the Nicolaitans working in my own head? Yes, I'm saved, but it's okay for me to do some things that maybe aren't exactly right. Let me tell you something. If you make that violation for yourself, that exception, which is a violation, you'll end up pulling the plug on your joy, on your power, on your life in God, even though you're saved. It will take you down and you'll be destroyed by that wrong kind of thinking, that wrong self-imposed doctrine that it's okay for me to do things that aren't right. Don't do it, don't do it. That is the doctrine of the Nicolaitans. And Jesus hates that kind of thinking.